well be a scene from a golf course more than 100 years ago. The traditional attire, the clubs carved from a branch of hickory, and all the common joys and frustrations of a game hundreds of years old. Yep, this could be 1885. But it is not.
I love to play with the antique clubs because I'm not a very good golfer to start with, but when you hit a crisp shot with an antique golf club, let me tell you, it is a great feeling.
Max Hill and his buddies are part of a growing group of golfers that play golf the old-fashioned way. The really old-fashioned way, with clubs made before 1920, when steel came in and forever changed the club and the game. But Max Hill loves these old golf clubs more than you can imagine. It was many years ago when Max picked up his first antique golf club, and it was love at first sight. One became two, and two became a dozen, and, well, it wasn't long before Max found himself with a world-class collection.
And I thought, well, I'm just going to keep collecting these old clubs, so when I retire, I'll have something I can do, and it just expanded from that. I don't know how it happened. It just happened. I have about 17,000 clubs, and my wife...
17,000?
Yes, sir. It's a hobby going berserk, as my wife will tell you.
I mean...
I'm known to have the largest collection, and I have almost any, yes, in the world, and I have just about every maker of clubs that ever made clubs, I have some of. Back here, these are mostly Scottish. This is a room that has some of the more unusual clubs. Most of the woods are in this batch here, plus we have another large batch up there. This area of clubs I have here are the most collectible and most valuable clubs I have.
Out of all of this, all of these rooms full of clubs, is there a club out there that you don't have and you wish you had?
I'd love to have one of the 17th century clubs made by a blacksmith, and there's only a few in existence and that they can verify. The oldest clubs in the entire that they can justify are called Troon clubs because they found them in an old Scottish house in the 1500s and something. They banned golf, and so the guy didn't want to throw them away, and he hid them in his wall of his house. And then in 1960, I think it was, they were remodeling this old house, and they found these clubs, and they were wrapped in a newspaper of that date. And they're the oldest clubs known to exist, only because the newspaper was there.
You don't have those here?
No, sir. I wish I did. I would love to have them here. I'd give all this collection to have those here, just to hold them once.
Got an old golf club that needs some attention? Max is an expert in club restoration, too. But it's finding and collecting that fuels his hobby's fire, and even with a basement filled with 17,000 antique golf clubs, well, there's always room for one more. This may be a ridiculous question, but does a man with more than 17,000 golf clubs have a favorite?
Yes, he does.
Really?
And this is it. This is a hickory shafted club. It was made by Carrick in Scotland. I've never hit it. I would be afraid to, but it just got a feel in your hands that you just love.
And yet you've never hit a ball with this club.
Suppose I broke it. I'd rather just hold it and love it.